When you open your mouth to explain yourself, you've already lost. Just picture this. The accusation hits you. Maybe a sly dig at a dinner party, or someone questioning your skills in a meeting, or your partner twisting what you said. Suddenly, heat floods your chest, cortisol surges. Your mind is yelling that you're being misunderstood, that the truth is getting twisted, that you have to set the record straight right now. So you jump in. You clarify, you justify, you give all the context, and in that very instant, you've handed them your throat. Because the world doesn't judge you on whether your words are true. It judges you on how desperate you sound saying them. The person who explains is the one submitting. The one who defends is the one accepting someone else's authority to judge them. Niccolo Machiavelli, the absolute master of power dynamics, saw a harsh truth that modern life has tried to train out of us. He understood that power isn't about being right. It's about who controls the frame. The moment you defend yourself, you step right into their frame. You turn into the defendant in their imaginary courtroom. But what if you refuse to? What if, when the attack lands, you did the one thing that absolutely terrifies a manipulator? Most people drift through life like emotional puppets, yanked around by everybody else's opinions. Someone frowns, and they apologize. Someone accuses, and they start explaining. They're stuck in endless reactive defense, forever trying to prove they're good, smart, or worthy. It's an exhausting, miserable existence, a slow strangling of the soul. But there's another path, a way of walking through the world that's so detached, so sovereign, so mentally bulletproof that insults don't just bounce off. They vanish before they reach you. This isn't about turning cold or acting arrogant. It's a complete shift in where your sense of reality comes from. Today, we're breaking down the psychology of non-defense. We'll see why your own biology sets you up to fail in these moments, and how to override it with a strategy Machiavelli would have quietly shared with a prince. I'll show you how to flip the power dynamic in a heartbeat, how to make the attacker question their own mind, how to turn silence into a devastating weapon against someone's ego. But fair warning, this demands you kill off a part of yourself you've been feeding since childhood. The part that desperately needs to be understood. The part that craves permission. Kill that need, and you become dangerous. You become untouchable. Let's get into it. So why do we do it? Why does a challenge make our first move to prove we're innocent? It goes back to being a kid. Remember being 5 and a parent or teacher accused you of something? The only escape from punishment was explanation. I didn't break it. It fell. I didn't hit him. He hit me first. You learned that authority figures held all the judgment power. You learned survival meant convincing them you were good. The issue is, you grew up, but that inner child didn't. Now you project that same authority figure onto everyone. Your boss, your partner, random people online, even your enemies. When you defend yourself against someone deep down, you're saying, "You're the judge, I'm the kid. Please accept my explanation so I can feel safe again." That vibe screams weakness. And humans, as primal as we still are, can smell submission from across the room. Machiavelli wrote, "It is much safer to be feared than loved." Translate that to today's social game. It's much safer to be respected than understood. When you rush to defend, you're choosing understanding over respect. You're begging a "please get me. Please see what I really meant." But a king doesn't explain his decisions to a peasant. A lion doesn't justify its hunt to the gazelle. The instant you start rambling, giving reasons, pulling up text, dragging in past events to prove your side, you've signaled that your inner stability hinges on their approval. You've handed them the keys to your mental house, and once they have those keys, they can wreck the place anytime they feel like it. This is the trap of needing validation. You think if you just explain clearly enough, they'll go, "Oh, now I get it. You were right. I was wrong." How often does that actually happen? Almost never. Because the attack was never really about facts. It was about power. They didn't accuse you to find truth. They accused you to see if you'd jump, and you did. The first step to becoming untouchable is realizing the courtroom isn't real. There's no judge, no jury. There's only you and how you see reality. Stop treating others like judges, and their accusations stop feeling like verdicts. They become just opinions. And opinions, they're noise. So what happens when you don't jump? Picture it. Someone hurls a verbal jab. You're being incredibly selfish right now. The old you would rush in. "No, I'm not. I did X, Y, Z for you yesterday. I'm just tired, defensive, weak, reactive." Now try the Machiavellian move. They say it. You look straight at them. Hold eye contact. No blinking. Face totally neutral. Let the silence stretch. 3, 4, 5 seconds. In that silence, something wild happens. It's a psychological void. The human brain hates silence in conflict. It feels like the social world is breaking. It means the other person isn't following the script. By staying quiet, you're reflecting their energy straight back. You're making them sit in the tension they made. Most times they crack first. They talk again to fill the emptiness. I mean, you're not always selfish, but right now, why are you staring like that? Suddenly they're defending themselves against your silence. The power is flipped. This is gray rock turned lethal. You become a void. A void can't be hit. You can't punch fog. You can't slice water. By refusing to give the resistance of a defense, their attack sails right through you and throws them off balance. It takes serious self-control. Your ego will be screaming to fight back, to say something sharp. You have to muzzle that urge. Machiavelli knew the most powerful person in any room is the one nobody can read. Defend, and you show your values, your sore spots, your triggers. I'm not stupid. Now they know intelligence is your insecurity. I'm not a bad person. Now morality is your weak point. Silence shows nothing. It's a dark mirror. They stare in and see only their own aggression bouncing back. It unnerves them. They feel judged, even though you said 0 words. Sometimes silence alone won't cut it. Sometimes you need words, but never defensive ones. If you speak, don't push against their force. Pull it. Use conversational aikido. There's this dark psychology move called agree and amplify. It creates massive cognitive dissonance in the attacker. Defending an absurd accusation makes the absurdity feel valid. Instead, lean all the way in. Exaggerate until it's ridiculous. They say, "You're so obsessed with money, you're greedy." Old defensive you. "No, I'm not. I just want to provide for my family." Boring, predictable, weak. Machiavellian you. "You caught me? I actually swim in a vault of gold coins like Scrooge McDuck every Tuesday. It's hell on my back." Say it deadpan or with a tiny, amused smirk. What just happened? You refused the insult. You proved the topic doesn't rattle you. You turned their serious hit into a joke. You took control of the frame. Their weapon is gone. They wanted to wound you. Instead, you grabbed their knife and started casually peeling an apple with it. That's amused mastery, the ultimate high-status vibe. It's how a parent watches a toddler tantrum. No anger, no argument, just quiet amusement because you're secure. When you defend, you're dropping to the floor and yelling with the toddler. Don't. Stand tall. Look down. Smile. Robert Greene in the 48 Laws of Power talks about Law 25. Recreate yourself. Part of that is rejecting the labels others try to slap on you. They want to box you in, fight the box, and you're still engaging with it. Mock the box, and it vanishes. You're arrogant. I prefer charmingly confident, but sure, you don't care about anyone but yourself. I'm working on it. You'll be next on the list next year. It's brutal. It's dismissive. And it's magnetic. Why? It shows you're complete. You don't need their nod to know who you are. Someone truly generous laughs off stingy. Someone truly smart laughs off stupid. If you're defending, it's because part of you fears they might be right. That's the shadow work you have to face. Let's go deeper. Every interaction has a hidden structure. In conflict, there's usually a judge and a defendant. The judge asks questions. Why did you do that? What were you thinking? Who do you think you are? The defendant answers. Whoever questions holds power. Whoever answers loses status. The deadliest Machiavellian move is to reject the defendant role and take the judge seat. Answer questions with questions. Analyze their behavior instead of yours. Them. Why are you always so late? Defensive. Traffic. Alarm. Didn't go off. Losing. Machiavellian. Why does my timing hit your mood so hard? Boom. Now we're not debating clocks. We're examining their emotional control. Them. You're being ridiculous. You. What makes you need to throw labels like that to make your point? You're dissecting them live. Manipulators hate it. They want you defensive. Instead, you're circling them like a specimen under glass. This isn't just a trick. It's a mindset. Other people's views of you aren't your concern. Their anger is their load. Their disappointment is theirs to handle. When you defend, you're trying to carry their emotional weight. Stop. Let them carry it. Here's the paradox. Sometimes the most powerful flip is to agree, but not in submission. It's agreement from a place of total detachment. Someone's yelling, listing your flaws, trying to spark a fight. You look them dead in the eye and say calmly, "You're right." Then silence. "You're right. I can be difficult sometimes. You're right. I messed that up." This is fogging. Throw a rock into fog, it vanishes. No impact, no rebound. They push, expecting resistance. You give way. They stumble. They crave a fight. Resistance fuels their anger. Agreement kills it. But nuance matters. Agree with any real point without swallowing the shame they're piling on. You messed up this report? You're incompetent. Defensive. I'm not incompetent. The data was bad. Power move. You're right. The report has errors. I'll fix it. You owned the action, ignored the character attack. That's quiet confidence. Only secure people admit mistakes easily. Insecure ones die on the hill. Machiavelli would call it disarming the enemy. Drop your sword. They look ridiculous still swinging. It steals their wind. They look frantic. You look steady. History favors the steady. None of this lands if it's fake. If your voice shakes, eyes dart, energy begs for approval, it collapses. The real game is 20% words, 80% nonverbal frame. You need the inner foundation to hold the silence. Which brings us to the shadow. Why does an attack sting? Because it hits an existing wound. Call you green-skinned, you laugh. Call you a failure and you defend? Because part of you worries it's true. The real, ultimate defense isn't words. It's self-knowledge. Face your darkness. Own your flaws. Accept your shadow. Know you're capable of selfishness. When called selfish, you can say, sometimes, yeah. Know you're capable of cruelty. When called cruel, I can be. You can't shame someone who's already looked in the mirror and accepted everything. That's untouchable. You've integrated what others try to weaponize. You become transparent. Light and arrows pass through. No fortress to defend. You're the wind. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, play no defense. No matter the accusation, big or small, no explaining. Late? I'm late. No excuses. Spill coffee? I spilled the coffee. No blaming the cup. Misunderstood? Let them stay misunderstood. Sit in that discomfort. Feel the itch to fix their view, to be the good one. Let it burn away. Watch how people react when you stop playing. Confusion first. Then respect. Then this weird pull, because certainty draws people in, and nothing radiates certainty like someone who doesn't need to justify their existence. You're taking your energy back, sealing the leaks in your soul, leaving the child roll behind and stepping into sovereign. The world will bait you. It craves reaction. Don't feed it. Hold your mystery. Hold your power. Hold your silence. If this hits that darker, deeper part of you, the part sick of performing for everyone else, then you know what to do. Subscribe. Not because I said so. Subscribe because you're done being prey in a world full of predators.